أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذ قلتم يا موسى لن نصبر على طعام واحد فادع لنا ربك فادع لنا ربك يخرج لنا مما تنبت الأرض من بقلها وكسائها وفومها وعدسها وبصلها قال أتستبدلون الذي هو أدنى بالذي هو خير اهبطوا مصرا فإن لكم ما سألتم وضربت عليهم الذلة والمسكنة وباءوا بغضب من الله ذلك بأنهم كانوا يكفرون بآيات الله ويقتلون النبيين بغير الحق ذلك بما عصوا وكانوا يعتدون. Dear friends, I recited Surah Baqarah Ayat number 61. In this ayat, Allah tells us how the Bani Israel people, they were unthankful to Allah. Even the blessings of Allah were falling on them, and they were not satisfied with that. So Allah said in this, wa is kultum, wa and is when, kultum you said, you mean the Bani Israel people. So the people, children of Bani Israel, the people of Musa alayhi salam, they said to Musa alayhi salam, because they were getting the man and salwa as a food, and that was one type of food, and mostly the tradition, like the people, they have now idea that they become exhausted when they are just to take one type of food. They like the variety of food, different types of foods. So this was the situation there also, that those people, they said, we are tired from this food, we are getting that one, but we need some other types of food that comes out from the growth of this earth, like that comes out from the earth. So that is grown in the earth, and then it from the soil we can cut that one, and then we can use that type of food. So please make a dua to Allah so we can get that one. But the Musa alayhi salam, he said that what are you doing? That thing is, you are asking for inferior thing. You are getting the superior thing that coming out from the sky and Allah's blessing things. That is the food from Jannah. So this way Allah said, this way the Bani Israel people, what they said, Allah is telling us, wa is kultum, and when kultum, when you said, Ya Musa, O Musa alayhi salam, lan nasbira, lan, never, nasbira, patience. We will have no patience. It means we can't stay. Allah, on ta'amin, food, wahidin, one. So when you said, wa iz qultum ya Musa, and when you said, O Musa alayhi salam, lan nasbira ala ta'amin wahid, la ta'amin wahid. We never stay at one type of food. It means we have no patience. It means this food is making us tired. We are tired of this one. We need something other. Please, this one type of food, we exhaust now. We are not to take it more. So this way they are requesting, we are not to stay at one type of food now. Fad lana, fad, oh, so make dua, request Allah, lana, for us. Fad lana, so make dua for us, Rabbaka, to your Lord. So make dua for us, request Allah for us, yukhrij, bring out. So it means the things that comes out, bring out. يخرج لنا for us. Allah can bring out what? Mimma, of what? Tumbitul arda, that grows from the earth. And it means the something that grows from the soil. So request Allah, so Allah can help us to give us those things, like a food which comes out from the earth, like after growing. So the things that are grown from the earth, so we need that one. What that? Mim bakliha. Mim bakliha. Bakl mean like the herbs. Herb mean like bakl mean herb. Herb mean leafy fruits, leafy vegetables. Like the vegetable, the fruits, like spinach and something like. So all types of vegetables which are leafy, and so those one which we cook. And this type of food, they requested that we need the herby types of food. The bakliha means spinach type things, so we need that one. Wakisaiha, and kissa mean the cucumber, and it's cucumbers. So we can grow cucumber that comes out from the surface of the earth, and then we can eat it. This was the thing. And then they said wafumiha. Foam is sometime in some places it is written that is garlic. Foam mean some places it is written the wheat. So it was wheat or garlic that also grows from the earth, so from the soil. So they said that we need that one also, the garlic or wheat, that also we need that one also. Wa adasiha, and the lentil type things, the different type of lentils like gram and peas and different type of things, so we need that one also. So we please request Allah can give us those things, and that comes out from the growth of from the earth. So that thing. Wa basaliha, and onions. So they requested Musa alayhi salam that you can make dua to Allah. Allah gave us that type of food that comes out from the soil, like after growing. So we will grow there, then it will comes out, then we will cut that one and we use it. Like that type of things they want. Like this way they said, you request Allah, fad ulana. So request for us rabbaka, to your Lord, to your Allah. Yukhrij lana, Allah can bring out mimma tumbitul arda, from the land, from the soil. Mim bakliha, herbs, like herby food like spinach or something like this. Wa kissaiha, and cucumbers. Wa fomiha, garlic or wheat. Wa adasiha, lentils. Wa basaliha, and the onions. So we need these type of food. You request Allah, Allah can give us this type of food. Kala, Musa alayhi salam said, Atas tabdilun. Tabdilun mean badal, exchange. Atas tabdiluna. Do you want to exchange? Allazi, that type of food. Huwa adna, which is inferior. Why you like the food which is inferior? It mean these things, all these type of foods, like the spinach, like cucumber, garlic, wheat, lentil, onion. What these type of food, like these types of food, that is inferior, because for inferior mean because they need to be struggle for it. Struggle mean they have to work for it, because they need to plow the field, they can grow it. They put the seed in the soil, they prepare the land, and then cultivate it, and then watering in it, then put the seed in it, then that will grow. It will take time. It will take time. They have to wait for that one, then the crop will be ready, then they have to cut and use it, and then maybe they can grind if they are wheat, then they use the flour of that one. Even lentil or some other onion, they takes time actually to grow, to growth time. So it is not quick process, it takes the time. And even you can see these type of things, they comes from the surface of the earth. And the human body, it is made up of two things. We are made up of two, like what? First body, and other is ruh, the soul. So the food that was coming from the sky, from the Allah, in the form of man and salwa, that was not food for only body, that was the food for the soul also, for the ruh also. So but the food, because this body is made up of earthen pot, like we have earthen pot, and this is made up of earthen material. So the food that will come in the form of these vegetables and fruits and plants, so this type of food will be grown on the surface of the soil, that will come from the surface of the soil, and our body is made up of the soil. So automatically, so that will be the food for the soil, like for the body. But the food for the soul, that will not be there now. It is not a good thing. Musa alayhi salam said, what are you doing? This is inferior thing. Eh? And the other thing is that, so Musa alayhi salam said, Hova adna, this is inferior, billazi hova khair, and you are getting it in exchange of that one hova khair, which was khair. Khair was what? Khair was man and salwa, because man and salwa, when they were eating that one, there was no need to go to the doctor, because no illness, no disease, no problem. So but this type of food that they will get from the soil, so that will be contaminated by diseases and different type of problems possible. So this will body will not be in a good position then. So but they are, why they are getting this type of food, why you are in a position to asking or getting in exchange of those that type of food which is inferior than that what you are getting already in the form of pan and salwa. What type of person you are? What are you doing this one? So Musa alayhi salam said this one to them. And ihbitu, then they said, we are stick, we want to take it, because their nafs was ready not to accept one type of food, the man and salwa, and they were ready to get the other one. So automatically when they were not accepting, their nafs was insisting them that they have to be stick to the statement that we want the other food that will come out from the surface of the earth in the form of cucumber, lentil, onion, wheat. So they were just that type of thing they want. So this way they said, we want only that one. That time, then Allah said, Ebitu, go down. Go down mean go out. Like Misran mean to any city. Go to the city, any city, like other city, go there. For inna lakum, so indeed for you, ma sa'altum. Sa'altum mean what the question you have said, like you asked about the food, you will get that one there in that city. But you will not get here in that city where you are now in the desert there. So but you will go to the city, other one, then you will get that type of food there. So that was the Allah said to them. So because of they were exchanging the food, that was the good quality. Allah said in this ayat, that was khair over khair, and they were trying to get the adna mean the inferior thing. So this was the thing. So it mean now it is a big lesson for us that if we are just to what Allah gave us the risk in the form of like income what we get, and if we are just to stay in that income, and inshallah Allah will give us mashallah respect in this world also, that the money which we get from the halal risk, if that is small one, no problem, we have to stay in that limit, and we have to manage ourselves within that money, income and resources what we are getting. Then Allah's special help comes to us, and that food that we get from that money, that becomes the source of the help to our body and also to our soul. And Allah also becomes happy, because Allah becomes enough for that person who is just to stay within that limit. But if a person is just to feel more and want to take more things, then its problems start. You have seen the people, they want to be greedy, then they want to go to more things. Even the more food is no good. Even if a person who has already eaten food, like for example, if a person who has eaten already food and stay, and when goes to the other house and eat there also, when is the going to the other place, then eat there also. So it means already the food is in the belly, and the person is eating again and again. It means that person is inviting diabetes, like the sugar disease, the 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 blood pressure, the heart problems, different weight problems, so many things inviting. So it means the Prophet ﷺ already said that you have to make three pots in your stomach, like one for air, one for food, and one for water. If you are fulfilling all the pots with food, so where the air, where the water, so how then automatically disease possible? So this way the greediness is very bad. And if a person is who is just uh, within the limits, like if we earn money that is under the limit, we can get only one type of food, we are not to stay to the second one, third one. If we will do that one, automatically money will finish quickly, and then we will owe money, and then it is a big problem to repay then a problem. So this way we have to stay what Allah is giving us within that limits. That is excellent thing, and that is the sign of the people who are believers, the people with iman, and that is the thing. And so this way the Musa alayhi salam and the people, they are those people who were Bani Israel, and they were exchanging the food, like from man salwa towards the other food that comes out from the surface of the earth, like in the form of spinach, cucumber, garlic, lentil, onion, wheat. So this type of things they were expecting. So this was the thing. So Allah said, when this is other great lesson, that if a person is just to be willful because of nafs, and to stick to the desires what the person wants, and leaving Allah's blessings, what Allah is falling on the person, the mercies and blessings in the different type of forms. So if a person is deviating from that one and requesting to fulfill the desires of the nafs, automatically is inviting the torment of Allah, the angerness of Allah, the punishment they want, like that type of things. So this happened to them also, because Allah said next, "Waduribat," and they were stuck, alayhim, to them. And what? Zillatu. Zilla mean humiliation, like they were just, you can say, the poverty. So poverty was stuck with them. Wal maskanatu. Maskana mean misery. They become miser because they were misery, poverty, humiliation. So that was stuck with them, because their respect was gone, because automatically their position, because they were the rulers, they were having so much respect within the world, but that fall down horizontally when they deviated from the mercies of Allah and using their own nafs desire. And then Allah's mercies that was upon them, that have gone back, and they were put through the poverty and misery and insult and humiliation. And Allah said, "Waba'u bighadabin," and they got the Allah's angerness. Min Allah, from Allah. So they got angerness of Allah. Allah becomes angry on them. So that was the situation. Zalika bi annahum. This was because of kanu yakfuruna, because they were disbelieving bi ayatillahi, disbelieving the ayat of Allah. So they were disbelieving the ayat of Allah. This was the thing what they were doing. They disbelieving the ayat of Allah. They were not believing on that one. Even that time, because the prophets, many prophets came to Bani Israel. Even the every city was with the prophets, and the prophets, they were just to tell them the guidance that they got from Allah, and they were deviating from that one. So even if the people who were from the prophets, they get the knowledge of guidance, they go to the different places, and those people, they were so much rude and you know enemies of those people, and even they killed them. So they say at one day those people, they have killed more than 43 prophets only in one day, these Bani Israel. And about the other people who were from the prophets, who were going to the different areas or different towns or places, just to convey the message that they got from the prophets to the people, and those preachers, and at same day they killed 43 prophets of Bani Israel people, and they killed 120 preachers at one day. So this type of people they were. Even they killed, you can see the Zakaria alayhi salam, Yahya alayhi salam, and they were very dangerous people. So why? Because they deviated from the Allah's command, and they were just the people of desires only, because they were just to accept what they want. They had deviated, they left the way of real guidance, and they were just to stay on their desires, on their wants. It means this is a lesson for us, that if the people who are just to stay at the desires or the wants, they will suffer in the long run. So Allah's, the punishment is not coming quickly. It takes time. Then punishment is possible. Everyone who is just to deviate from that one and say is a Muslim or believer, then automatically that person will suffer with the passage of time. And Allah said those people, they were very bad, and they, because they killed the enemy, they killed the other people who were going to guide them, like preachers, and they killed the prophets also. And Allah said, وَيَقْتُلُونَ النَّبِيِّينَ بَغَيْرِ الْحَقِّ, and they killed the prophets بغير الحق, without right. They were having no right to kill them, because they were getting the guidance from them. This way Allah said, Zalika, that bima aswa, because they disobeyed. Aswa mean the bad deed they have done. What was the bad? Because they disobeyed. Wakanu yatadun, and they were crossing the limits. That was the thing. And they crossed the limits. Ya Tadun mean they crossed the limits. What was the limits of guidance they crossed? They became the like wicked person, transgressing person, dangerous people. So they were so much rude. So Allah became angry on them, and they had the problem within the world. So this is the way. So here is a message for us in this ayat, that if Allah is giving us some type of blessings, we must be thankful to Allah, because like the Bani Israel, they were getting man and salwa, they were getting it without any effort, and without any disease, without any problem. It was the like you can say that it was guaranteed for the health, and that was very nice for them. And but when they grown their own like crops and vegetables and food, automatically that was they, because for that purpose they have to dig the soil, they have to prepare the land, then they have to water it, then they have to plow in it, then they have to sow the seed in it, sowing the seed. After that, they have the things will grow. It takes time, and then they have to cut, harvest that one, and after that, it was just coming into use as a food. And the other thing is that the other people who are not farmers, who are not to grow that one, and those people, they have to do different type of professions, and where they can earn money, then they have to buy the food from them. So this type of thing, so much struggle is there, but they were getting like free food that was coming from the sky in the form of ban salwa, free from illness, free from disease. It was the granted health, and it was mashallah very good Allah. But they must be thankful, but they were not thankful that time. This way Allah said, if a person in the, because the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, anything that happened to the Bani Israel will happen to my ummah also. So this way, if we people, if we are getting the blessings of Allah in any form, we must be thankful to Allah. If we are not thankful to Allah, automatically with the passage of time, we will get a problem also in the form of Allah's angerness. And that will be, when it will happen, then there will be no chance to go anywhere, because no one will help us that time. So this way, we even, the food, what we are here, we get the other lesson, that if we are getting food, we must stay at that food which we are getting with rizq halal. And we have to look the food which is halal and pure and pak, and we have to look and we have to eat that one. And we have to respect the rizq that comes from Allah, and respect the food. Also, food wastage is no good, because it will be a problem with the passage of time. And even you can say the Even we are eating in the plate, we have to clean the plate. If the plate which is cleaned, automatically it request Allah, make a dua from Allah, that this person who cleaned me, please clean this person from sinful things and make him clean from all sins and evil practices. Alhamdulillah, this dua comes from the pot or the plate that we, from where we eat the food. So we have to be more careful about that one. And some people in our society, they like to eat different type of foods, and even they like different type of dress, and even different type of ride, like cars and different other things. If they have one house, they have other. So these are the desires of the nafs, and these makes a person go down, and in the eyes of Allah their position becomes very low, and they are the people away from Allah's mercies, and they invite the anger of Allah, and that is the bad thing what they do. So this way we must spend our life with simplicity, and we have to stay within the limits what we get from our income, halal income and halal food. We have to stay in that limit, and we have to have a patience, and that is the good thing. If we will not have this one, automatically we are inviting the angerness of Allah. And the main thing is that one, we must be thankful. Whatever Allah's blessings fall on us, we must be thankful as much as we can, inshallah.